Hey there, Dennis Hall with LearningTemplates.com. So today I'm releasing LifterLMS BackPack. Once you've purchased BackPack, downloaded it, you can then upload BackPack by selecting the Add New button, and then by uploading the zip file that you download from my store. Once that's done, you can then the plugin will then be installed in in your LifterLMS website. When you did install it, you had the opportunity to activate it. Once the plugin's activated, you need only revisit the plugins page, scroll down to the plugin, and click on the Start Here button, the Start Here link. Once you click on that, that's going to take you to the LifterLMS BackPack page, which is located inside the LifterLMS folder. You'll be initially brought to this page where you'll see that there is a license key menu where you can pull that down and you can enter your license key and activate BackPack. You then just merely need to sit back and wait for BackPack to activate. Once it's activated, you'll have a green key saying that it is activated. It'll then refresh and get rid of that green line. At that same time, just for your information, if you want to ever move BackPack to a different site or do something like that, you can deactivate it. Copy your key first, or keep your key, as you'll get it in the WooCommerce email from my store. So keep a record of your key. You can then deactivate BackPack and transport it to another website, another URL or something. If you don't do this and you just deactivate the plugin and delete it and move it and install it somewhere else, you're going to have a problem because my license key system will not allow for more than your main website and your staging website to have BackPack installed. Anyhow, once it is installed and once it is activated, you can go ahead and turn on the various features of BackPack. Now, given that, prior to turning things on, you may just want to read what they're all about. So, for example, these first 10 features of the existing 27 that I'm currently building out for BackPack, this first one is common auto enroll. Unlike memberships, in this case, you can automatically enroll newly registering students into a course without using memberships. And all you have to do is select the common course that you want to enroll them to, and once you've done that, you click Save, and that's all there is to it. After that, you can enable it, or you could do that with it after enabling it. It doesn't matter what order you do this in. Once that's done, this is already automatically done, and as soon as students register, new students register into a course without using memberships, they'll automatically get enrolled into the common course you selected. Custom merge codes is another BackPack feature that allows you to upload merge codes of your own choice into your WordPress dashboard. In using this feature, it'll create a new dashboard widget for you, which will be a full width widget, and you can go ahead and turn that feature on. Once you turn the feature on, you can just briefly read through these instructions, where it'll basically tell you to put this merge code into any email, whether it be WooCommerce or Lifter or anything. It's irrelevant, as long as it's an email on this website. And then you can basically upload a CSV file with a list, a single column list with no header. The single column list can contain any characters that you want, including international character codes or even special character codes like the @ symbol can be uploaded and such. So you would simply create a CSV file using whatever spreadsheet software you have. and that would be a single column CSV file. You would then upload the add those merge codes into it, and you would then visit your dashboard where you would upload them. Now these merge codes are dependent right now in this version on you having a membership. So in this case they're only used in memberships right now, but that can change in the future depending what you guys want. You then upload the custom merge code, and in this case I've got 4 merge codes already existing, so maybe what I could do is I could upload a different one. But once you upload them, you'll then have the ability to globally select the membership to apply them to, and you can also even add another merge code manually if you wish. So and once you do that, you can assign them all and they will pop up over here. Now for all the ones that existed, you'll get a red message saying that they already exist. The 5th one, which is what I had done there, got added without any alarm at all because it didn't exist. With these existing and the CM_code merge code put into an email, for example, you might want to use these as coupon codes in WooCommerce or something like that, and you can do that. You can then go ahead and you can upload modified, you can modify the CSV file and add and change those codes all you like. So once you've updated that CSV file, maybe you've got them modified, and you can add to globally to one membership or individually select different memberships. If you have different memberships, you can then apply them. So once we assign all, then you'll see that the spreadsheet on the right will grow a little bit more and give you even more information. Once these merge codes are assigned to a membership, if a user uses them, you will see their email address here, and it'll say used, and it'll say when it was used and what time it was used. And at that point, that's all you have to do is basically just monitor them, and that's it. Let's go ahead and let's go to end user access. By turning that on, there is no control here in LifterLMS BackPack for that. The control for end user access resides in the profiles, the user's profiles. So based on every single user, you can individually end their access to a course or a membership, to a course, excuse me, on any given day that you wish. You can do it by entering calendar information, or you can do it by selecting from a drop-down calendar. You would then update their profile, and what would happen is at the end of the date that is selected, that person would basically expire in that course. Okay, next we have form completes lesson. Now this one's a very interesting one. This is currently only set up for formidable forms. However, when you open up the panel, you will be able to read that next up is Ninja Forms. So essentially what this does is it completely removes the Mark Complete button, much like the LifterLMS Gravity Forms one does already, except this one actually uses the Forms button to submit the lesson. So the Forms Submit button is the equivalent of clicking the Mark Complete button in LifterLMS. In doing this, you now do not need the Mark Complete button in any lesson that a form is in. Furthermore, you can advance the user to the next lesson after submitting the form, or leave them in the same lesson. If you are going to advance them to the next lesson automatically, Then you can either put 0 seconds for no delay, or you can put um, any amount of seconds that you want in thousands. So 1,000 equals 1 second, 2,000 equals 2 seconds, 2,500 equals 2.5 seconds, and so on and so forth. Um, this is because sometimes a form is going to have a recognition message that the person had submitted it. That might be, oh, you put in an invalid entry, or it might be congratulations for finishing the form. Putting a delay is going to allow the student to see that message. Else, it's going to jump directly to the next lesson. Once done, just click Save. So again, Ninja Forms is going to be the next one. Logged in, logged out shortcodes. There's really nothing to configure here. This is just an information panel. And you can just copy these shortcodes for logged in user and this shortcode for logged out users. And you can put this anywhere that you want within your website, whether it be web pages, whether it be even inside LifterLMS courses, for example. So you might have a user who is a registered user in your system, and they're visiting your course page. They may not necessarily be registered to that course. So you can use the user shortcode and show that user who is already a user but not registered to that course. You can show them custom content, and you can put anything inside these shortcodes, images, videos, whatever you wish. Guests as well can see a different shortcode that would be presented, and that again, that can be in a course, it can be in a membership catalog, a course catalog, it can be in your home page, it can be anywhere you want. Next, mark a user's course complete. Again, there's no control or information. It's pretty basic what this does. So you turn it on, and once turned on, you visit the user's profile, as I will do here again for my own profile. And what you're going to see here is now whatever courses I am registered to, or even expired in, or unenrolled, registered to or expired in, and you can complete that person 100% in that course by simply clicking Mark Complete. Now I do have a message here. The message does say, once completed, only the student can make a course as incomplete again, and they would do that by marking a lesson as incomplete. So that would be it. You don't need to update the profile or anything. It will automatically be done, so you wouldn't need to scroll down and update the profile. Next, remove password reset. This is really a WordPress feature, and with this WordPress feature, essentially it will let you avoid forcing users to reset their password once they're registered into your system. So it simplifies their registration process by not forcing them to reset their password. Restore Continue button we'll cover in a moment. Skip the Dashboard is a beautiful one. With Skip the Dashboard, essentially once your user logs in to your website, it will automatically take them to their last incomplete lesson. Now if they're in a course but they haven't started it, it'll take them to the course start page. So they're not even going to skip the dashboard. And what I am seeing with LifterLMS especially in the last 3-4 months, is people are completely not even using the dashboard. They're running their students from the course catalog, or they're running their students from somewhere else, and completely not even using the dashboard. So what this does is this basically allows the user to go directly to their last incomplete lesson in their course, or the course start page. If they're in multiple courses, it works the same way. It's going to be the last course they were in and the last lesson they were on that they'll get directed to. if they're in multiple courses, and it works with memberships or individual courses. Furthermore, if the user is a registered user in the system but is not assigned to a course, for example, they might be a WooCommerce customer that bought something from your store rather than a course. These people will get directed to the home page of your website after logging in, and if you are an administrator, you'll automatically be directed to your WordPress dashboard once you log in from the front end. User info shortcodes are another nice little one. Very simple, really just WordPress based stuff, but it's going to be a growing list. So all you have to do is copy these shortcodes and paste them into your course content. So you might have a course that that basically says you the student are this, that, and the other thing. You can replace you the student with hey Dennis, you are whatever. Okay, and then, or you could put hey Dennis Hall by putting two shortcodes side by side with a space in between them. Furthermore, up next for this one is the addition of further shortcodes, and I'll be kind of taking requests from you when you purchase the product on what you'd like to see for user information shortcodes. And they're pretty quick and easy to make, so they'll be whatever you request will most likely, as long as it's within reason, will most likely be in the next release of LifterLMS BackPack. Beyond this, these shortcodes, for those of you who use LifterLMS XAPI, these shortcodes are also going to be exposed with your uploaded XAPI published e-learning. So that'll mean that without you having to inject or do special JavaScript in Storyline, for example, without you having to do any of that, all you'll need to do is put the code variable, the equivalent variable that will be there, which will be like percent show first name percent in the case of Storyline as an example. You'll just put that into your course, and when you that will not work outside LifterLMS XAPI. But when you do upload your course into LifterLMS XAPI, LifterLMS XAPI will actually automatically just show you that information, the user's first name and stuff. So you can personalize not only your WordPress site and your LifterLMS courses, but also your uploaded XAPI e-learning. So when you turn that on, that's all there is to it there. The logged in, logged out shortcodes, I believe I showed you. It's the guest and user. Now let's take a look at this guy here, Restore Continue button, because you're going to see a lot more of these features in this product. I have about another 18 that all have custom. In fact, actually, I have about another 17 already in my that I'm developing, that will have all of their customization being done in the theme customizer. But before we do that, let's go ahead and let's go through the configuration. So basically, I give you a brief description of how you're going to use this product, and then I give you a description of what you want to do to get busy and select the course, the slug that you're going to open up. This slug is specifically, I write student dashboard slug, but you can use it for anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go to the front of my website, and I'll go to a single course, because you may not have, you may not want to use a student dashboard, so why bother showing you that? So I'll go into this specific course right here. Oh, I need to go into a course that I'm actually part of because I've canceled this one for me. So I'll go into this course here. And with this course, I have no button right now. Sorry, one moment. Let me just incomplete myself. Alright, so I'll mark this as incomplete, and then I'll head back to the course start page where you'll see the continue button. And you may notice I've done nothing from a styling perspective in this site, nothing whatsoever. So here we have the default LifterLMS continue button. And this button is it also resides in the My Courses page, i.e. the student dashboard. It also resides there. However, I'm not registered to it, so I'm enrolled, but it's not there. There's nothing there. So let's go ahead and let's head back into here then. And let's just make sure that this will be, the reason that that's not there, by the way, is because this is not active. So inside My Courses, and in the course start page, and in the membership catalog, and in the course catalog, you will see this is what your courses look like. So let's go ahead and let's activate this first. So with it activated, let's just go revisit the student dashboard, and you'll see that there will be a new button there, continue. Now that'll give a user direction on what to do, because quite often people don't really think that they should be clicking on the titles and stuff, but that's fine. It's that was a course design, that was a product design, and it works for many people. At the same time, you've also got the button sitting here, so you can see these buttons are consistently styled. So let's go ahead and let's change that style. First, what I want to do is I want to open the theme customizer on this specific page. I don't want it to just open up in the general website. So I'm going to copy in between the two forward slashes the course folder and the course title. And I'm going to put that right here in this slug. I'm going to save the settings. Now I'll reload the page, because when you save settings for that, you need to reload the page, because we're changing the course start page essentially. After that, let's go ahead and let's get busy customizing our button. No more CSS here, people. No more. And this is the way that all of my products are going. Whenever there are styling required or styling available for a product, all my products are going to have theme customizer, focused theme customizer, panels, and controls. Let's go ahead and let's change the font on that button. Actually, let's change the font color first. I'll make it white, so you're about to see the theme customizer will update the button with white text. Now the beautiful thing about theme customizer is that until you publish, this is not public. What you're viewing is personal to you, the logged in user, until you publish it. So you don't have to publish anything until you've finished designing it. Let's go ahead and let's change the font. I'm always a fan of Black Ops 1. I don't know why. It's probably, I don't know, some military thing or something that gets my kicks. I don't know. So here's the font style, the font also known as the font family, and there's all kinds to choose from. These are all Google fonts. So now you're styling LifterLMS components with Google Fonts. Alright, let's go ahead and change the size of that button a bit. Just increase the font size a little bit to 28 pixels. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Let's make it 38 pixels. Just so it's a little more obvious for you. There you go. That's a little more obvious. We can change the button width as well, reduce it a little bit, increase it more. I have preset the maximum size to 150 pixels. However, with your feedback, we can easily increase that even more for you. If we get enough people saying we want it more, then we'll make it more. That's all there is to it. You can also increase the height of the button. So you do that, we do that by adding space between the text and the edges. And then, as you may have noticed, as I've been hovering and the background color and all have been there, so let's go ahead and let's make it a green button. And even though it's busy updating, you can actually just change these colors even while it's refreshing the screen. So let's make the hover color red text, and we'll make the background color when you hover gold. And we'll let that update, and we'll just test it out. Once again, I have not saved anything, so the general public doesn't see anything. We can also change the border radius. We'll just make it full. So it's going to be what's called a pill button. So now it's a rounded pill button. And we just because it's overlapping, let's go ahead and let's reduce the padding. So the padding is now 15 pix, so I'll just make it 10 pix. That way it'll be a few pixels below the course status, the course completion bar. There we go. Let's go ahead and just publish that. I'm happy with the results. I make ugly buttons and I'm happy about it. Okay, I'm proud of it. Let's just reload the screen here, and you'll see that now that I've made the changes, the live website is also changed. Alright, so that covers the LifterLMS BackPack. And by the way, when you exit the theme customizer from this point, you're going to go directly to BackPack again. So that covers the version 1 release of BackPack. Beyond built-in contact support, beyond a built-in support ticketing system that I want you to be able to use, this will email me directly with your system. If you have a problem or a question with the product, you can email me directly. When submitting a problem, if you could identify the steps to reproduce the problem, that would be great. At the same time, if you do feel comfortable having me log into your system, please provide me an email address and a password to log in with. When you submit this ticket, what's going to happen is I'm going to get your system status report. Much like the LifterLMS status report, where in the case of LifterLMS, what you do is you end up copying the report and then pasting it into the LifterLMS contact form. In my case, I'm going to get this same report, but you don't need to copy and paste. It's built into my process. All right then. So thanks very much for your time, and here we go. Time to launch LifterLMS BackPack. Thanks.